Welcome to physics class. In last session, we had discussed what is lens and how many types of lenses are there, and if the rays are passing through the lens, then how the refractor rays will get, and that everything we discussed. In this session, we are going to discussing if position of the object is changing in front of a lens, then what type of image you will get it. Is that a real image or invert, enlarge or diminish? That we are going to discussing in this session. So now for that we are taking object at infinity distance for the first case of convex lens. Case 1, object at infinity distance and use convex lens. So convex lens we use. This is f1 and f2. So 2f2. This is 2f1. So instead of 2f1, 2f2, you can use c1 and c2 also. Now we are taking object in infinity distance. If an object is at infinity, whatever the rays are coming, that all the rays we need to consider parallel to each other, like a parallel beam of light. So a parallel beam of light ray is incident on the lens. If object is at infinity, incident rays are parallel beam, and the parallel beam of light is parallel to the principal axis, then they pass through focus. In last session we had discussed, if incident rays are one light ray, only single light ray we are taking, incident ray parallel to the principal axis, then refracted ray passing through focus. So this also passing through focus, means at this point the two are going to get intersecting. See what type of nature of the image is nothing but what is the nature of image. First one, is that real image or virtual image? Means refracted is directly meeting, so we'll get real image. And next one, real means immediately we need to consider that is virtual image. Sorry, erect image. Means erect image means no. Real means invert image we had to consider. Sorry, invert image. What is mean that invert image? Keeping object above the principal axis. If you got the image below the principal axis, that is invert. Or else if you are keeping object below the principal axis and you got the image above the principal axis, that is invert image. So in next diagram onwards you will get a clarity about the invert image. And now where is the position of the object, sorry, position of the image? We got the image at f2, so image position is f2. And next one, is that a diminished, means small image or a bigger image when compared to size of the object? We got small image, it's nothing but simply diminished image or else pointed image. Pointed image. So pointed image. And next one, object, I told you object is moving towards mirror, sorry, towards lens. This is f1 to f1, f2 to f2. Now position of the object beyond 2f, case 2. Beyond 2f1 means we are keeping object over here like this. Object beyond 2f1, then where you will get the image. So minimum 2 rays are required to get the image of an object. So this is the object, right? And an incident ray parallel to the principal axis. If any incident ray parallel to the principal axis, we know about that, that is passing through focus. So means in this direction. And one more light ray we need to take, that has to start at tip of the object and it has to pass through optic center. this is incident ray, this is refracted ray. Here they are intersecting at this point it is. So we got the image here. So O is the object, I is the image, and we'll see the nature of image. First point, what type of image is that, real image or virtual image? Means that is just simply real image. Why? Because this is refracted ray and this is also refracted ray. Two refracted rays directly meeting will get real image. And after that, invert image. So here you can look at this. This is the object above the principal axis. I got the image below the principal axis like this, and that is invert image. The next one, where is the position of the object? Where is the position of the image? Image position between F2 and 2F2. Image position between F2 and 2F2, and that is enlarged image or diminished image. Small image when compared to object size is nothing but simply diminished image. So we got diminished image. Okay, we'll see. Next one, we are changing the position of the object. And the object is moving towards the mirror, towards the lens. Now, case 3. Object at 2F1. F1, 2F1, F2, 2F2. So, we are taking object at 2F1. Is nothing but this is object. And we had to know one more thing. Whatever the distance is there from here to here, same distance from here to here. Same distance, same distance. Is nothing but 2F1 and 2F2. Just we are writing where is F1 and where is F2. Where is 2F1? That we are just for knowing about that it is. How much, which side 2F1, which side 2F2, that for that we are taking. But actually the 2F1 and 2F2 both are equal. Now two rays are required to get the image for this object. When light ray parallel to the principal axis, then diffracted ray passing through focus. And when light ray passing through optic center does not deviate the result. So here you got the image. This is the position of the image. You kept the object at 2F1, you got the image at 2F2, and length is, these lengths should be equal for all the cases it is. Then only we'll get that image in a proper manner. Now write the nature of image. So we got the image, real image first of all it is. Why? Because refracted rays directly meeting. Next one, where is the position of the image and what type of image that is? That is object is here, and we got the image is below the principal axis. It's nothing but invert image. And after that, where is the position of the object and what is the size of the object? Position of the object is at 2F2 and image image size and object size seems to be equal. Size of image equal to size of object. Image size, object size are equal when you are keeping object at a 2f1. You get image at 2f2. So you need to understand till here that we are keeping object left side of the lens and we are getting image right side of the lens. And now here object position is changing. Case 4, that is, now the object is here, it is moving toward the lens between 2f1 and f1. 2f1 and f1. We are keeping object between 2f1 and f1. f1 to f1, f2 to f2. So this is the position of the object. And now we had to take a ray which is parallel to the principal axis. Incident ray this is. Another light ray we had to take that is passing through optic center. If any light ray passing parallel to the principal axis, we know that passes through focus, and any light ray passing through optic center, that does not deviate. So here we got the image. This is the position of the image. What is the nature of image here? First one, that is real image. Why? Because refracted rays directly meeting. Next one, real image. Invert image. Why? Because object above the principal axis, image below the principal axis. Simply invert image. Next one, where is the position of the image? We got image beyond 2f2. Image of the position of the image is beyond 2f2. And next one, this is the size of the image and this is the size of the object. Here size of the image is bigger than size of the object, so simply we will get enlarged image. Enlarged image. So these are the characteristics for the image when object is placed between 2f1 and f1. Next one, that object has to be on f1, slowly moving toward the focus or lens. Case 5, object at f1. This is the position of the object. If incident minimum 2 incident rays are considered, that is, one is parallel to the principal axis, this one incident ray parallel to the principal axis, then refracted ray passing through focus, and one more light ray has to consider that is passing through optic center. So like this. So if you look in this diagram, these refracted rays are parallel to each other. They are not going to meet somewhere. They are not going to meet. They met at somewhere. We cannot find that image position is. Maybe it is at infinity distance. We'll get that image. So simple thing. The object is at f1. Then we'll get the image at infinity distance. And that may be if you are extended refracted rays meet somewhere at infinity distance. If extended rays are meeting at infinity distance, we'll get virtual image. You are thinking that refracted rays directly meeting at somewhere, then you will get real image, but image should be at infinity only. and enlarge image will get it is. Image position is at infinity, and that is enlarge image. So enlarge image will get. Now the object position is moving toward the lens. Okay, 6. F1 to F1, F2 to F2. So now the position of the object is between optic center and F1. Optic center is nothing but P, you can consider it is no problem. So between P and F1. So here we are keeping object. Now keeping object, again here we need to take two incident rays. One is parallel to the principal axis and another one is passing through optic center. Light ray passing parallel to the principal axis, then refracted ray passing through focus. It does not deviate. So they are diverging one to another. They are not going to meet each other. So we should make them to meet each other. Then by extending the refracted rays, we will get a clarity about that. So here we are getting image. This is image. What type of image we got here? Write the nature of image. First point, image, virtual image, that is. Why? Because extended refracted rays are meeting, no? So simply this is virtual image. And next one is virtual image as well as erect image. Why? Because we kept the object above the principal axis and we got the image also above the principal axis. Erect image. And after that, virtual image, erect image, and this is the size of the image. This is size of object, but this is size of the image. So you are getting big image is nothing but enlarge image. Enlarge image. Next, where did you get the image? It is so simply. You will get the image between F1 to F1, between F1 and 2F1, or else behind 2F1 also will get. So simply, which side you kept the object, same side we got the image, and image and object are same side of the lens. Same side of the lens. These are the cases that we have 6 cases for convex lens. And 2 more cases are there for concave lens. Let us see. Now, concave lens, only 2 cases are there. Case 1. Object is placed at infinity distance. Concave lens. Object, we are keeping object at infinity distance. Then where you will get that image? It's F1 to F1, F2 to F2. So now incident rays are parallel to each other. What about the refracted rays? They appears passing through focus. So here we got the image. What is the nature of image? Here nature of image is virtual image. Why? Because extended refracted rays are intersecting. No? Virtual image and pointed image will get. Virtual means simply you have to consider it is erect image. And the next one. Here, where is the position of the image? We got the image at F1. Image position is at F1. and same side of the object. Which side you get the object, same side of the object you will get it is. So inside the lens only that we can see with the naked eye. If you are here, then you can see the image over here. It is means inside the lens we can write it is. And next one, case 2. It's a very important. We are keeping object between infinity distance and optic center. Between infinity and optic center. So now take a lens. This is position of f1 and f1 and L2 f1. That is not enough here for this one. Just simply 2f1 is enough. Okay, better we'll keep 2f1 and this is f2, 2f2. Now we are keeping object between those two, any somewhere it is. It just simply I kept here it is. Light ray parallel to the principal axis, incident ray parallel to the principal axis. Then refracted ray appears passing through focus, and one more light ray passing through optic center, and these two refracted rays are not going to meet each other, so they are going away from one to another. So if you are extending this refracted ray in this incident ray, that extended refracted ray also exists. So here the two extended refracted rays are intersecting. Here you will get that image. What is the nature of the image? This is object, that is image. Nature of image. First one, virtual image. Why? Because extended refracted rays are intersecting. You will get virtual image. Next one, erect image. Because object and image both are above the principal axis. Next one, small image or enlarged image when compared to size of the object. It's a diminished image. Position of the image. Image position always should be lies between focus and optic center. Between f1 and optic center. So these are the cases that we have for concave lens. There are 2 cases for concave lens, but 6 cases are there for convex lens. Okay, thank you.